Hey,
Hey guys.
we're in Manzanillo.
Yep, little 4-day vacay for us. So if we do anything cool, we'll make sure to take some photos for you.
Yep, we'll share what we do. And we're right now we're in the Centro Historico area of Manzanillo. Just got some sunglasses. We're going to take a walk around. We've got a list of things we're going to do over the next couple of days. And yeah, we'll make sure we video what we do. Let's get after it. Manzanillo claims that it's the sailfish capital of the world. So they have this 30-meter high sailfish sculpture in the Centro Historico. The city's about 160,000 people, but it seems much bigger. On every block in Centro, there were people with tables set up selling items that I would describe as the type of thing that you would see in a late night infomercial. We got sucked into purchasing a couple hundred peso items. Up these stairs, there are some cool neighborhoods to explore, and behind the neighborhoods, you should find some great hiking. At least I've heard that. I'm a bit disappointed we missed it while we were there. When we got back to the Airbnb, I looked it up, and there are some nice trails, viewpoints, and hidden beaches. We did walk through that Mercado Municipal, which was a typical Mexican market, meats, fish, vegetables. The Iguanario was walking distance from the Mercado, and they had iguanas running free and some other caged animals, coatis, raccoons. The restaurants in touristy areas are a bit spread out. Overall, I wouldn't consider it a walkable city. Having a car is really helpful, or four legs like this iguana would be nice. We drove from Centro towards the beach. Manzanillo dates back about 500 years, with the port of Manzanillo opening up in 1825. It's the largest port in Mexico. Playa Las Brisas is on the southern part of the Bay of Manzanillo. The bay is split into two smaller bays, with Manzanillo Bay in the original part of Manzanillo and the Bay of Santiago in the newer part of Manzanillo. Each bay has about 4 miles in beaches. We finished up at Playa de Oro in the Bay of Santiago. There didn't seem like there was one area where all of the expats hang out or where everyone spends their evenings, which for probably a lot of people is a good thing. And then we finished up our first night eating tacos at a local street side restaurant. We passed by Playa Miramar the next day, a beach many people told us is the nicest in Manzanillo, on our way to the northern part of the Bay of Santiago. We drove as far as we could past the bay and kind of up a hillside. Then we ended up walking down a road, sneaking through this gated section, and what appeared to have been a community neighborhood construction project with condos that were unfinished and a few houses that also were unfinished. Looked like it had mostly been abandoned at some point. We started on this hike to Puente Boquita, but after about 15 minutes of trying to figure out what we should do or where we were going, we fortunately ran into a few people that told us that we needed to turn back and visit the Casa Abandonada. The weather was really nice. It could get hot in the day, but the mornings and the evenings were quite cool and comfortable. There's not a lot of information found on Casa Abandonada. The explanation we were given is the simplest, that the builder ran into problems of getting water and electricity up there, and ultimately the money ran dry too. We paid 20 pesos to a guy hanging out in the parking lot, and then you can hike up to the house, which is another 15 minutes or so away. The house was massive. It has what appeared to be like probably 12 mini apartments in it. So it was made to be what it looked like to me was rental units in this house. I'll have to do another video showing the full property, but here's some shots of the house and the surrounding area. We could have spent uh, several hours hiking the area around this house. It was my favorite thing to do over our 3 days, and information on it is really limited, as well as just terrible signage around it explaining that it's a destination that you can visit and not just an actual abandoned house that you should steer clear of going anywhere near this thing. To get to Playa La Boquita, you can hike from the area around the abandoned house and across a pedestrian bridge, the Puente Boquita, or drive through a gated community. You just tell the guy at the front gate that you're going to Playa La Boquita. This is another awesome beach. We spent a couple hours there eating and drinking. It reminded me a little bit of Barra de Potosi near Zihuatanejo with calmer water. We finished up at Restaurante Bigotes on Playa Azul and then headed back to our Airbnb to catch sunset on our second night. There's the highlights from our first couple of days in Manzanillo. This is our last day here. Today was a bit more relaxing. I went and played pickleball this morning with actually a friend from Zihuatanejo that happens to be spending a month in Manzanillo. We went to Playa La Audiencia. They filmed the movie 10 with Bo Derek there, I guess. No signs of that from the beach, but that was kind of an interesting experience to go there. I mean, the beach was okay, I guess.
Yeah,
Right?
it's a smaller beach, smaller bay, just only a couple of restaurants to eat at, and you got to pay to sit at any of the umbrellas and stuff. So yeah,
Yeah.
a little
It was
bit
all
different.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
all right.
okay. Not our favorite beach, but it was fine. It's definitely, I'm glad that we visited
Oh
it.
yeah, we
Yeah.
wanted to go check it out.
Yeah. So we're back in Santiago Centro. And there's two Centros here, as I may have mentioned earlier, but Santiago Centro, really, there's just not a lot in this Centro, which is right near our Airbnb. But we thought we would give it a chance again. We were here a few days ago and walked around and checked out the market. We found a place to get some tacos. It's not a touristy spot,
No,
this Centro,
definitely
right? So I would recommend maybe the other. If you want to be in like a central area, the other one's probably the place to be.
historic.
Yeah, the historic Centro. So hopefully this helps out if you're planning on visiting. It was definitely worth a visit.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure we'll be back again. Maybe another year or two, but we'll
Yeah,
be back
we'll
again.
cruise through and stop in and see another town on little ways out of the way.
Yeah, yeah. We got other places to visit. Mexico's a big country, right? So, anyways, all right. Well,
Hasta
that's
luego.
it, right? Yeah, that's it. Okay. Hasta luego. Bye.